Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Myself Vignesh Anand. In this video, we are going to see about the air circuit breaker, shortly known as a ACB. Actually, the air circuit breakers are used in your low voltage systems. So this ACB uses the air as a air quenching arc quenching medium. So this breaker is very useful for your low voltage system, which can be used in your up to a voltage level of 15 kV. So normally, ACB is an electrical device used to provide a overcurrent and short circuit protection for electrical circuits over 800 amps to 1000 10,000 amps. These are usually used in your low voltage applications which are below 415 volts. So they offers a protection to industrial plants, electrical machines like transformer, and then motors, pumps, and also some of the feeders. So normally in our substation or even in our industrial area, like for example, saying as oil filtration machines, and also for some of the valve coolings or valve pumps. Then for our firefighting systems, pumps, hydrant pumps, air compressors, jacky pumps, like this kind of things will absorb more load. So in the sense, we need a good and quality wise also a good breaker. So in this way we are going for a air circuit breaker for this low voltage uh, applications. Next types of air circuit breaker, we have four types of air circuit breakers. One is plain break type air circuit breaker or cross blast air circuit breaker. Second one is your magnetic blowout type of ACB. Third one is your air clutch or air brake circuit breaker. Last one is your air blast circuit breaker. So these are the commonly used air circuit breaker types. It will be differentiated according to their use of medium, which means how the construction wise differ from each of the breakers. So next, construction wise, here the air circuit breaker, it is your contacts inside your breaker. So it has a two conditions, as one as a opened and another one as a closed. So now we are going for a closed contacts. So the current carrying terminals, which means the input and the output terminals, are given here. Next is your arcing contact, where the arc get created whenever the contacts get touched. Then the arcing medium, which means the arc pinching medium. So in here there are lot of splitters are there, so that the splitters will split your arc. From the splitters you can split your arc and you can minimize the arc created in inside your breaker. Next, two contacts, one is your fixed contact and another one is your movable contacts are used. Whenever the pulse is given, automatically the closing contact get initiated and your bracket get closed. So in that time an arc get created. So first of all, when closing, first your arcing contact get made and then your main contact get make. While opening, your main contact will open first and then your arcing contact will opens at the last. So this is your basics of your circuit breakers. So in here, whenever closing is happening, the arc get created and the arc get quenched by the arc quenching medium. And also while opening also same, if any unnecessary things are like a short circuit or overcurrent or anything happened, in that time the tripping get initiated and triples have happened. Next, construction structural wise, there are different parts used in your ACBs. First, on and off button, which is in the outside of your ACB, which means on the cover. So it will be visible to you. Next, main contact position indicator, and then energy storage mechanism status indicator. Next, reset button, then LED indicators, then contactors used for controlling, then connections test, and then isolation stoppers. Then users applied padlocks, which means for locking this ACB while taking out the FCB, we can put a logout tagout for the ACBs. Next is your connection separation test position indicator contacts. Next, next net rated nameplates. Then digital displays, mechanical energy storage handles, then in and out shakes, then repository, then fault trip reset button. So these are all the external links and parts used in your ACB. This is the short diagram of what is inside in your ACB. So first the operating handle, which can be seen in your visible portion, then operating mechanism, which means the mechanical part of your ACB. Next, probe latch, which means the latching contacts. Then your insulator, which separates the live portion. Next, electrical solenoid. This solenoid is a like a coil which number of turns. Whenever a overcurrent or earth fault is sensed, this solenoid get energized and it will initiate a trip to your trip coil, and automatically your trip coil will initiate a trip, and then your trip coil get energized and tripping will be initiated. Next, frames for the covering. Uh, Next, the series strip coil, which I next the arcing contacts. So here the arcing contacts and the main contacts, how the function will be happening in the sense, while at the time of closing, the arcing contacts first get closer and then your main contact get close, while at the time of opening, arcing contacts get open first and then your main contacts will open next. Next, the terminal parts, which means the input and the output cables are to be connected in the terminal parts only. Next, coming up to working functions. Normally, when the ACB is closed, the powerful spring is energized, and the ACB is then latched shut against the spring pressure. So the auxiliary contacts makes first and breaks last. That is, when the ACB is closed, the auxiliary contacts closes first, and then main contacts follows. When the ACB is opened, the main contacts get opened first, and then the auxiliary contacts will opens next. So thus the auxiliary contacts are subjected to the arcing during the opening and of a ACB, and also it can be easily replaced. So this auxiliary, from this auxiliary contact only we will take the status of the ACB. So this auxiliary contacts makes a virtual play in the closing and opening of your breakers normally. Next, construction and working wise, ACB has a steps of contacts, which means one is your main and another one is your auxiliary contact. Each set of contacts consists of fixed contacts and also a moving contacts. The main contacts normally carries a most of your load. All the contacts are made up of cadmium silver alloy, which has a very good resistance to damage of arcing. So these are the working wise and also the construction wise how the contacts get fixed, and also how the contacts is working. Next, how the arc winching works. Using arcing contacts made up of resistance alloy and also silver tips for main contacts, arcing contacts closes earlier and opens later than the main contacts. So automatically the arc winching get initiated. Next, cooling and splitting of arc is done by the arc clutches, which draw the arc through splitters by magnetic action and quickly cools and splits the arc until it snaps. So these are the main reasons for your arc quenching medium happening in your ACB. So this ACB is normally used in your low voltage systems, as I said, and also now up to 15 kV as per our industrial terms, we are using a ACB up to a 15 kV of voltage, and also more than a 15 kV. Nowadays, we are going for a uh, vacuum circuit breakers and also SF6 type of circuit breakers. Uh, this air circuit breaker is a mainly used reason because of the while using your oil circuit breaker, there may be a chances of fire and also a leakage. So this can be reduced by the air circuit breakers. These are the example of your ACB, how the construction wise will be fixed in your substation or industrial area. In here, one handle kind of thing, uh, like a pushing kind of thing will be given, which is for a spring charging of your ACB. Second is the bottom of the thing, that's for your inserting handles, and these handles responsible for your rack in and rack out, which means isolating the ACB from your live portion and also inserting the ACB from your to your live portion. That can be done, and also the shutdown can be easily made by this way. And at the top one cover, there is a cover. If we remove those covers, we can physically able to see those auxiliary contacts, which is used for tripping and closing of your breakers. So yeah, these are the best example of your ACB. And coming up to the cover portion, as I said, uh, on off button, position indicator, and also whether the spring is fully charged or not. That's also been indicated at the ACB front itself. As I said, coming up to the left side of your picture, the s- stick leg thing is given. That's for your spring charge, which means manual spring charging of your ACB. Then coming up to right side, the inner portion of your ACB. So these are the best example of your ACBs. Hope you understand. I think so. See you in next video. Have a nice day. Nandri vanakkam.